From a single cell amoeba, the entirety of humanity came. One single cell split into everything else. We're exactly the same because there was only one amoeba that we all come from. The whole entire world is your family. There's just universal consciousness. Your relation is to everyone. Your reference is to everyone and everything. It can't be personal. It can't just be my family, the people I hang around. Your love has to be universal. It has to be universal love. And that is why we're here on this planet. Not here to have personal love for those of only blood relation, but everybody. Those you see on the street, not to look down on them. The people you walk past. This is how you make your love universal, when you see everybody as your family, because everybody is existence. You don't need morality, neither. You don't have to call yourself good or bad. It is just that you know that everybody is existence, and so you treat them all with respect because you know their existence. You give them their space. And the more we do this, the more we can become unified on this planet. Whatever there is in the beginning, that is what we all have to be. And we know that in the beginning, there can only be one. And now there's many forms and shapes. So we all belong to that field. We're all one with this field. And I think we often confuse it. We take it to be our creator, this field, but we don't see ourselves as this field. So when I talk about being one with God, when I say that we're all one, I'm saying that we're all the exact same uncreated awareness, the exact same uncreated consciousness. There is no God. You don't have a creator because everything is uncreated. Everything is just shifting forms. And I could give you a quick little example with, the zero concept. And I also use like an apple as an example. There can be a green apple and there can be a red apple, but we know they're both apples. And with the zero concept, 0 equals 1. You can look it up. 0 equals 1. That means that 5 equals 0 as well. 0 and infinite. 0 and 1 through infinity is all the exact same thing. 1 through infinity is all expressions of 0. So in that exact same way, whatever there was in the beginning, we're all expressions of that. And not just expressions of that, because we are that. Because remember, 0 equals 1. So whatever there was in the beginning, that is what we are. That is what we equal. So we are universal consciousness. We're God. We're the source. And at the same time, we have a form. So when we talk about God, I'm not telling you it's this higher being from a distance. I'm telling you it's something that you already are. So when you meditate, don't search, don't seek God. It's who you already are. You're already universal consciousness, universal awareness. Just don't attach any labels to that and you'll be just fine. All you have to do is subtract. Now, if you subtract everything from existence, there is nothing. There is nobody. There is no one. But there is still existence. There is still creation here. So we can only conclude that existence is uncreated. It is self-created. It comes from itself, as itself. So everything is the self. This is how we know there is no creator. Because if you backstep, for example, if 1 finds its source, which is 0, 0 has no creator. 0 is a self-sustained number. 0, there is no before 0. Go to your TV and turn the volume down all the way to 0. And try to keep going. Could there be, excuse me, could there be a negative 0? Could it be anything before 0? Because 0 is uncreated. It has no creator. It's the biggest space in which all the numbers belong to it. In the exact same way, consciousness, pure awareness, is the largest space that we all belong to. It's what we all are. We have a form right now, but it doesn't mean that we're not 0, that we're not awareness, that we're not consciousness. We should have a temporary form, but we are still this uncreated existence. this uncreated field which pervades everything. That is what we are. I know for certain that there can be creation without a God because there is no number before zero. So how could there be anything before awareness? If awareness isn't anything to begin with, it comes from itself and it takes on forms. And it's the biggest field, it's the largest field. It doesn't even have a size to it. It's unlocalized. Then there could be nothing that comes before it because I'm putting it in a position in which it's before all shapes and forms. So it's formless. It's like zero. So there can be no before it. It's like you have an empty board, right? There's nothing on it to begin with. So how could something come before it? So if you look at God in this perspective, that there was nothing at all. And this nothingness, or whatever it is, burst out into all forms. And that's what we all are. Because whatever there is in the beginning, that is what we equal. That is what we are. Then you'll understand that we're all God and everything is universal. There's only one harmony.